famous Jameis Winston. Oh boy, this is not good. It's WC, man. Return of World Championship breaking news, man. The trade deadline is coming up. But this video is not about the trade deadline. It's about famous Jameis Winston. And now, let me say it like this. Like I'm a huge advocate for pro athletes and movie stars coming back to the community, going into these elementary schools, and I've gone on countless rants about how bad the school systems are, how dirty these schools are, how unqualified the teachers are, and maybe Jameis felt the same way. All right. Now, if you don't know what happened today, famous Jameis Winston went to go speak at an elementary school. All right, and his comments kind of stirred up a little bit of a backlash here. So let me read what in verbatim now what famous Jameis said to the little boys and the little girls. All right, this is what Jameis said. All my young boys stand up. The ladies sit down. Winston said. But all my boys stand up. We are strong, right? We strong. We strong, right? All my boys, tell me one more time. I could do anything I put my mind to. Now a lot of boys aren't supposed to be soft spoken. You know what I'm saying? Question mark. One day y'all are gonna have very deep voices like mine, a deep voice. One day you'll have a very deep, very, very deep voice. And then he went on to say, but the ladies, you're supposed to be silent, polite, gentle. My men are supposed to be strong. But I want y'all to tell me what the third rule of life is. I could do anything I put my mind to, screaming. So basically, this is what happened at the elementary school. That's what he said at the elementary school. Um, Now, there's a lot of feminists out there that's gonna come to this video to think I'm gonna bash Jameis. There's a bunch of people, that might think that I'm gonna take a certain specific stance against Jameis. I understand what Jameis is trying to say. I think it just kind of came out wrong. All right, and in the context of we live in a day and age in which not only are women trying to replace men, all right, but they're looking like men, they're talking like men, they're acting like men, and the day and age of just just polite, docile women, it's not there anymore. I mean, like he's kind of saying that, but he's not saying that. And one thing that I question is like where he chose to say this. He shouldn't be saying this to little children because little children are super impressionable. But at this point, man, I mean, I hate to say it like this. You kind of got to get you got to get these young children while they're young, and you got to let them know that these things aren't right. And honestly, it's really not. It's not Jameis's place to say that to these little girls or even these little boys to the necessary point. But I can't disagree with what he's saying because of the fact that when you turn on the TV, all right, are we going to sit here for all the feminists that might come to this damn video, all right? Are you going to sit there and tell me, all right, that loving hip hop, Real Housewives, or wherever the hell, all right, y'all going to tell me that stuff that doesn't exist, that's non-existent, all right? So y'all going to tell me that doesn't exist in this world? Before you come to this video and you drop a L on it, okay, that's fine. All right, and I didn't say I was completely for or against Jameis Winston, but what he's saying about they should kind of be more chill, all right, is right, but he's not saying it to the right audience. But at this point, man, I mean, you got little girls out here, 16 and pregnant. There was a show on TV called 16 and Pregnant. So I I think that the message that Jameis was actually trying to put out was misunderstood. I think that he got his words mixed up. All right, but what he was saying in the larger context of men and women and gender roles and how things are perceived nowadays, he's absolutely right. He's right from the standpoint of women, like women at this point should be more women like and not more manly like. You cannot. I'm gonna tell you like this: anybody that comes to this video that got something to post to say to this, all right, you cannot tell me, all right, that Love and Hip Hop or Real Housewives or wherever, that these shows, that these women are not acting like men. All right, you can't tell me that this stuff does not exist. You can't tell me that it's a non-existent thing. Okay, so let me know how you guys feel down below. So WC, I think that Jameis, what he said, I think that he just kind of got a little bit carried away, and he does put an emphasis on men being strong. There's more. I mean, this is one thing I definitely want to say before I leave this video. Men gossip more than women do. It's almost like the genders have kind of traded places over the last couple years. But let me know how y'all feel about this story. I'm pretty sure he's going to get plenty of backlash from these feminists out here, these sports reporter feminists, and all this other stuff. I think that his message was pure, but I think that it was towards the wrong audience, and he shouldn't necessarily. But at the same time, when you see shows like 16 and Pregnant, bro, like when is the right time to tell these little girls to say, okay, it's okay to be a lady? You know what I'm saying? I don't necessarily agree with the be quiet thing, but when you see Love and Hip Hop, bro, I'm sorry. When you see that's my card, man, and I'm gonna slam that on the table every time. But let me know how you guys feel. Do you disagree with me? Do you disagree with Jameis? Do you have a different point of view? Let me know down below. The music is cutting me off, so I'm gone.